Karina LeBlanc. How are you, Karina?
I am fantastic, and today's so exciting is because we want to first of all welcome all of you tuning in from Canada to Panama and throughout the Caribbean. It's a real pleasure to be here today because guess what's happening today? We get to determine the groups for the 2020 Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament.
Karina, it's an important day for the 8 participating teams. Today, they will know the path and opponents they will need to overcome to reach the Olympic Women's Football Tournament in Tokyo 2020.
That's correct. The women's tournament will not only crown a new champion, it will also qualify the 2 finalists to the Olympic Games.
Let's review how the United States won the trophy during the last CONCACAF Olympic qualifying in 2016 in the following video. Well, now it's your excitement. You remember all the time that you were a player?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, those are incredible memories from 2016. That final in Houston was amazing. It's also important to point out that the Canadian team had an outstanding performance in Rio 2016, where they earned the bronze medal, defeating the host nation in the third place final. I bet you were really happy.
I was, but you know, I remember 2012 standing on that podium and seeing our flag rise. And it's like, the moment is beautiful because it's not just the winning, but it's the process. And what's exciting about this tournament is that this is where we actually get to decide who will go and who won't go. So it's an exciting time for, obviously, our region, and Canada doing well was good for the entire region. But you know what's really exciting?
What?
Is that our General Secretary, Philippe Mogio, is here, and I'd like to welcome him on stage because he's just as excited about women's football as I am.
Welcome.
Hi, Philippe.
Hi, Karina. Adriana.
How are you?
How are you?
Good to have you here.
It's great to be here. Thank you, Karina. Thank you, Adriana. It is great to be here at this draw following the success of the FIFA Women's World Cup. In France, we enjoyed the performances of Canada and Jamaica and the magnificent display of the United States national team that brought back to our region a record 4th FIFA World Cup title. The women's Olympic qualifying kicks off what is set to be a fantastic year for women's football. More than 1,400 female players from the entire region will have access to our tournaments in 2020, including our U15, U17, and U20 championships. All these competitions set the perfect stage to continue building CONCACAF W. This platform will enable us to take the game to new heights and to give every girl across our region the opportunity to dream through football.
Women's football is growing in the CONCACAF, that's for sure. Thank you, Philip. Before you go, let's relive the best goals from 2016 CONCACAF Olympic qualifying. Well, people say, and I'm going to say this in Spanish because it sounds more romantic, los goles son amores. Amazing goals back in 2016 from all over the region.
Yeah, the keepers would not have been as happy with those clips, but I get it.
Oh, I forgot that you were a goalkeeper. Well, we had Crystal Dunn from the U.S. and Raquel Rodriguez from Costa Rica as the top scorers. Let's see who gets the Golden Boot in 2020 in the 3 cities that will host the tournament.
Together with U.S. Soccer, the Confederation announced that the competition will be hosted in the United States between the dates of January 28th and February 9th. And now, it's time to unveil the 3 cities.
Well, these 3 soccer stadiums in 3 amazing U.S. cities will host the region's best women football teams.
Yes, BBVA Compass Stadium in Houston will host all Group A matches on January 28th, 31st, and February 3rd, while in HEB Park in Edinburgh will host all Group B matches on January 29th, February 1st, and the 4th.
The decisive semifinals between the first and second place finishers of each group will take place on Friday, February 7th, followed by the final on Sunday, February 9th at the Dignity Health Sports Park in Los Angeles.
Before I introduce my 2 amazing legends who will be here assessing the draw and doing the actual draw with me, which I'm so excited about, let's first check out the 8 countries that will be competing for the 2 available spots in the Olympics.
From North America, the United States, as host, will participate alongside Canada and Mexico.
And from Central America, Costa Rica and Panama qualified via the 2019 Concacaf Central American Women's Olympic Qualifiers, which took place October 4th to 8th in Costa Rica and Panama.
And from the Caribbean, Haiti, Jamaica, and St. Kitts and Nevis sealed a ticket to the final championship by finishing top in their respective regional qualifying groups. The Caribbean qualifiers took place September 30 to October 8th in Jamaica, Puerto Rico, and Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, now that we know the dates, participating teams in the competition format, it's time to introduce 2 great friends of mine and legends. One obviously I played with, Kaylin Kyle, won a bronze medal with me in 2012. Welcome.
Thank you.
And no other than Lindsay Tarpley from the U.S. team, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Thank you for having us.
Thanks.
Well, are you guys excited?
I'm nervous. I feel like I'm out of retirement wanting to come back and play. No one wants to see that. But no, this is so exciting. This is where the tournament kicks off, and this is how you get to the Olympic Games.
So I don't know if you remember if you have a favorite Concacaf Olympic qualifying moment. I think you scored in Vancouver.
Yeah, I didn't score a lot of goals, but when I did, they were memorable. Definitely at home, playing in front of our home crowd and our home friends and family. And I remember Christine Sinclair got the ball, knocked it across, and it was kind of a diving header. I might have tripped a little bit on the turf, but it went in. It doesn't matter. But yeah, it was phenomenal. And I mean, just to share that with your friends and families to qualify for the Olympic Games is something I'll never forget.
Absolutely.
Well, Lindsay, gold medalist, it's such an honor to have you here with us. Tell us what about the Olympic moments that you remember in your career?
Oh, there's so many wonderful moments. But for me, I'll have to go back to 2004. It was my first Olympics, and when I won my first gold medal. And what made it so special was, as a little girl, I had this dream to be at the Olympics, but then to be able to be in the final, win a gold medal, stand on the podium, have a gold medal placed around my neck. It really was a dream come true.
Dream come true. Do you have a favorite Olympic
I have
moment?
2. One, some people remember it as like almost a negative, but it was actually playing the Americans in the semifinal in 2012 in London. Our dreams were crushed of making that final, but it was a fairy tale ending for me, and I wouldn't have wanted to write the story any other way. We actually lost Alex Morgan in the dying minutes, a header from her. And then we went on to the bronze medal match where we took on France. dying minutes again, but we were the ones to do it in the 94th minute. And I remember my whole family traveled across basically England to follow our matches, and in Wembley, the same thing. Watching your flag rise, standing on that podium with all of your teammates that you worked so hard and you dedicated a lifelong dream and goal to listen to that anthem and have that medal. It wasn't gold, but it was bronze, but I will take it. It was absolutely a dream come true.
And I think we had the ugliest cry ever.
The ugliest cry.
It was bad.
Well, Lindsay, women's football has grown a lot in the Concacaf. What advice would you give to the participating teams in the qualifying tournament?
I think it's important to enjoy the journey. As a player, I always go back to these tournaments, and this is where it really begins. And you have to take it game by game, because every step is important in the ultimate destination that you want to get to. So really seeing it that way and using these tournaments, these events as momentum to help get better as a team, be more cohesive, whatever you need to do to try to be the best when you get to the major tournament.
That's
It's
awesome.
interesting
That's
you say that, because obviously Jamaica just qualified for the first ever World Cup, so the region has grown. It's no longer just Canada and USA. Mexico has actually beat both Canada and the USA, so it's going to be exciting.
And they have their own league too.
Absolutely,
They've been working really
fantastic.
good. Well, girls, I'm going to leave you. And I'm going to leave you to conducting the drawing. But before I leave, let's take a look of the following video so you can explain the whole draw procedures.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
Perfect.
The official draw for the 2020 Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifiers will be carried out using a single blind system involving 4 pots. The 8 participating teams will be divided evenly in the 4 pots as follows. The host nation and the highest ranked team, according to the FIFA Women's Ranking, will be placed in Pot 1. Pot 2 will contain the names of the 2nd and 3rd highest ranked teams. And the teams ranked 4th and 5th and 6th and 7th will be placed in Pots 3 and 4 respectively. The draw will begin by placing the 2 seeded nations in their assigned positions. The host nation will be placed in Group A, position A1, followed by the 2nd highest ranked nation in Group B, position B1. Once these have been confirmed, the first team will be randomly drawn from Pot 2 and placed in Group A, position A2, followed by the 2nd team in Group B, position B2. The same procedure will be used for Pots 3 and 4, always positioning the first randomly drawn team in Group A, followed by the 2nd team in Group B. Once all teams have been drawn from their pots, the groups will be confirmed for the 2020 CONCACAF Women's Olympic Qualifiers.
Well, now that we have the procedures out of the way, are you ready?
I'm nervous, but I'm ready. I'm fully ready.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Everyone has been waiting for this moment, so let's get it started. We are going to be drawing the red sphere first from pot 1. Kaylin, please pass me the red sphere. All right. Great job, Kaylin.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. The red sphere is USA.
The 4-time world champions will be the 5th appearance for the reigning champion. The U.S. has participated in all editions of the Women Olympic Soccer Games and has won 4 gold medals.
All right, Kaylin, please pass me the 2nd sphere from the pot 1, which is the blue ball. Thank you, Kaylin.
Welcome.
All right. It is Canada.
Canada will participate for the 5th time in the CONCACAF Women's Olympic Qualifiers and finished 3rd in the 2016 Olympics in Rio.
All right, Kaylin, please move over to pot number 2 and pass me the first ball and sphere from pot 2. Thank you, Kaylin. We have Costa Rica.
After winning the Central American Group A, Costa Rica is making their 5th appearance in the CONCACAF Women's Olympic Qualifiers. Their best performance came in 2012 when they reached the semifinals.
All right, Kaylin, please pass me the 2nd sphere from pot 2. Thank you very much. It should be Mexico, and it is Mexico.
This will be the 5th appearance for Mexico. In 2004, Mexico qualified to the Athens Olympics by beating Canada in the semifinals.
Already looking like an exciting tournament. Lindsay Tarpley, please, from pot number 3, please pass me the first sphere. Great job, Lindsay. All right, it is Panama.
Las Canaleras will be in the Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifier for the second time after winning the preliminary round Group B in Central America.
All right, Lindsay, can you please pass me the second sphere from pot 3? Thank you very much, Lindsay. It is the Reggae Girls of Jamaica.
After participating for the first ever in the Women's World Cup in France, now has in mind to achieve another success in the program seeking to qualify for the Tokyo Olympics Games.
All right, Lindsay, please go over to pot 4 and pass me the first sphere. So good, Lindsay, you're doing so good. It is Haiti.
After the fight in Group A of the 2012 against Costa Rica, Canada and Cuba, the Haitians earned their first win beating Cuba and cement the base for the future for the first time since 2012.
All right, can you please pass me the second sphere of the pot 4, please, Lindsay? Thank you very much. It is St. Kitts and Nevis.
First ticket ever to the Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifiers.
All right, well, this is exciting. We have the pools are set. We have the countries, and there you go. Group A, United States of America, Costa Rica, Panama, and Haiti.
Group B, Canada, Mexico, Jamaica, and St. Kitts and Nevis.
Wow. Well, ladies, do you have any opinions?
I mean, it's going to be an exciting qualification tournament. I think, obviously, I'm Canadian, so looking at Group B, I look against Mexico, which they have an incredible domestic league. They've been absolutely phenomenal these past couple of years. And then Jamaica, I mean, they've been on that incline, being at their first World Cup and now this qualification tournament. So it's going to be an extremely difficult group, I think, just looking at it right now.
What about the United States team?
I think it's great to know who you're playing, who your opponent is, and now just figuring out a way to go about it, train, and again, this is the first step to hopefully a journey that's you'll always remember.
Wow.
Well, thank you girls for being here with us today. Thank you at home. Now you can see your country, how it's going to be fighting for that place to get to the Olympic Games.
Absolutely, and that's what's exciting about this tournament is this is where we decide who goes and doesn't go. What an amazing opportunity. Be ready to follow us and be ready to look out on Concacaf.com for information about how to purchase tickets to these exciting matches.
Remember to follow the games through our partners, One Soccer, Flow Sports, and 2DN, and many more. Have a great rest of the day, everybody. Thank you for being here with us today. We are out.
We are out.